What is up, you guys? Welcome back to yet another video. That's right, we back. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button as it helps me out. If you're already subscribed, thank you, I appreciate you. Today we're going to talk about how much money you need to live in the city of gold, Dubai. And bear in mind, first of all, I'm a guy, so this is from a guy point of view. And second of all, I come from Sweden, which is a pretty rich country. I'm used to a certain standard of living. Now let's get to the most expensive part right away. Actually moving here. Actually moving here is hard. People who ask me how much money should I have when I move, I always tell them, because this is what I had and it worked out perfectly. 5,000 euros. That is 50,000 Swedish crowns, and it's all around 22,000 dirhams. Because usually you don't get paid until after 2 months. So you have to pay rent, 2 rents, you have to eat and shit for 2 months. That ain't free. So that's number one. You need to have some sort of capital when you move here, so you just don't sit broke. It's an expensive city. Money goes like this in this town. So bear that in mind. Have some money with you, just in case. You don't have to spend it all like I did. But you know, it's always better if you have something to lean back to, basically. Number two, the second most expensive part about living here is rent. For me, for example, I'm used to Swedish standard. Swedish apartment standard is very high. I had a really dope apartment in Sweden. I've always valued an apartment like housing. It has to be good for me to feel good, basically. So I went to see so many apartments and they all look shiny and gorgeous from the outside. And you go inside and it smells like crap. After going to see 50 apartments, I finally saw this one and I'm like, yes, Canon Tower. You don't need to live in Canon Tower. Canon Tower is one of the best towers in Dubai, and it was the closest I can get to Swedish standards. So it's a bit more on the expensive side, but I share it with my brother, so you know it doesn't get that expensive. But rent is expensive. The way to get around that is find people to live with, like I do with my brother. So find colleagues or search online if you're coming alone or whatever. Find someone to live with at least for the first 6 months, so you get some money rolling and you get a sense of if you like it or not. Number three is, I guess, food. How much does it cost to eat in Dubai? And this is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. You can order any kind of food to your doorstep 24 hours. A lot of times I come back from the office, I'm tired, I have to edit video or do music, I have stuff to do, and I don't have time or energy to cook. I just whip out my phone and I can order anything within 30-40 minutes. And the good part about it is that, you know, it's comfortable. You don't have to cook, but it's not cheap by any means. It's not the cheapest way to eat. If you want to cut down on your costs, definitely live with someone and buy groceries and cook at home. That's a very good tip. How much does it cost to go out? Well, it depends. The Dubai nightclub scene is very table-oriented. It's structured in a way so that if you're not on the table, then you feel like shit. That's like the US. I was in New York and Miami, it was the same thing. And the tables go for $1,000 minimum spend. So going out is expensive. So if you want to go out and you're not in a nightclub scene, I would recommend going in a group. Everyone pitch in and do it once a month and you'll be fine. Because if you're going out and you're ordering in the bar, it's not as fun as on the tables, and it's also expensive. Going out is expensive. There is a lot of stuff you can do that doesn't cost anything. Just looking at stuff. It's beautiful. It's a very beautiful city. It's probably one of the most beautiful places in the world. And watching stuff is free. So if you don't want to go out and spend your money on alcohol, you could. There's so much stuff to do. You can go boat riding. You can go jet skiing, skydiving. The top of the Burj Khalifa, which is the biggest building in the world. Activities-wise, there's stuff you can do that costs so much, and there's stuff that you do that are free, and there's stuff in between. So this is also very individual. Me, I love going out, I love partying, and that can get expensive. My brother, he doesn't like going out because he can't take a hangover. So he usually goes to the gym and he goes for walks and all. So what I'm trying to tell you is going out expensive, there are free stuff to do, and there are stuff in between. So it all comes down to you. Do you like spending? Do you like being a baller? Do you like having bottles in the club? Well, that's gonna cost you, homeboy. If you're like a calm person, you go to the gym, maybe that's like your type of having fun. I don't really get it. In the end, it's all about you. You can do expensive stuff, You can do cheap stuff. So how much money should you make every month to be able to survive? And this comes back to you as a person. For me, making under 15,000 dirhams is a disaster, but I could survive making 10,000 because my rent is 6,000 fast, like 7 grand dirham, which is like 1,500 euros. That's my rent-ish. So I could survive on 10,000, but I don't want to because that's not my lifestyle. So it all comes down to you again. But the minimum amount you should be making if you want to live life and still have fun. You don't, and by fun I don't mean popping bottles, I mean just, you know, enjoying yourself. I would say 10,000 dirhams at a minimum. Or 7,000 if you have your accommodation paid. Because some work pays for your part. But ideally 15 to 20,000 dirhams and everything above. Well, 15 to 20,000, that means you're good at what you do, and good for you. Go to the beach is free. Almost every building has a gym and a pool. So usually you don't have to pay for that. In Canon Tower, where I live, we even have a free spa for all residents, so that's dope. So paying for going to the beach and paying for going to a pool or paying to go to the gym is not something you have to do because you have free options too. Taxi, transportation, the best. Going from my apartment in Dubai Marina to the Dubai Mall in downtown would cost me like 60 dirhams. That is like 15 euros. In Sweden, where I'm from, that would cost you 40 euros, like double, or triple even sometimes. And you have the metro system, which is, I don't even know the prices, I never go on it, but I have tried it and it's really comfortable and it's very cheap. So transportation is very cheap. So to boil it down from a guy's point of view from Sweden, have some cash with you so you're never stuck in the shit. Number 2, apartments. Rents are high, so find people to live with to cut down your costs. Number 3, buy groceries and cook food and don't order food every day and eat out 3 times a day like I do because that shit is expensive. And number 3, there is something for everyone and everything comes with a different price tag. Partying, tables, bottles, expensive as shit, but a lot of fun though. Going to the gym is usually free and seeing this beautiful scenery is free, and there's a lot of stuff in between, go-karting and paintball and going in the desert, and like there's a lot of stuff you can do that isn't super expensive. I'm gonna do a Q&A tomorrow and I'm gonna answer every question you have. It can be about what shoes I wear, what color my underwear is, anything, like it doesn't matter. If there's a question there, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. And yeah, I love making these YouTube videos. It keeps me creative. I love the editing. I love it all. Right now, it's just so much fun and I feel so creative. Like it's having a positive effect on my music creativity and everything is just fun. We're having fun. I hope you're having fun, boss, because I'm having fun. So yeah, that's it basically. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you have a question for tomorrow's Q&A, write it down below. And if you're not subscribed, please do. It helps me out. And I'll see you when I see you, mother... Yeah, one more thing. So I've spoken to some YouTuber friends of mine who are pretty successful and they told me that you curse too much, you dumb. They told me that you curse too much. So that's it. I'm done. I'm not cursing anymore. I'm not gonna curse. I am a good guy from now on. I am a role model and people will say he's a good guy that doesn't curse. So now I have to change my ending phrase because it has bad words in it. So now, from now on it is, I'll see you when I see you, mother lovers.